When the Healer is Weary. Episode 5, The First Small Change. After I realized something had to change, I wish I could say everything immediately became clear. It didn't. The responsibilities were still there. The people I cared about still needed help. The circumstances around me had not suddenly improved. But something small had shifted inside me. For the first time in a long while, I stopped pretending I was stronger than I really was. That may sound like a small thing, but it was actually the beginning of everything. Because for a long time, I believed strength meant pushing through no matter how tired I became. If I slowed down, I felt guilty. If I rested, I felt like I was letting someone down. If I admitted I was overwhelmed, it felt like failure. But slowly I began to realize something important. God never asked me to carry the world. Somewhere along the way, I had taken responsibilities that belonged to God and tried to manage them myself. The future, the outcomes, the emotional weight of everyone around me. That is a heavy load for any person to carry. And the first small change was simply this. I stopped trying to control everything. Instead of waking up each day already bracing myself for pressure, I started asking a different question. God, what actually belongs to me today? Not everything. Just today. Just the next step. And it sounds simple, but that question brought a surprising kind of relief. Because it reminded me that faith is not about carrying every burden alone. Faith is about walking with God one step at a time. Some days the step was very small. A quiet moment to breathe. A short prayer instead of long, anxious thinking. Allowing myself to sit in silence instead of filling every moment with effort. Those moments didn't instantly remove the stress around me. But they started rebuilding something inside me that exhaustion had almost taken away. Peace. Not loud peace, not dramatic peace. Just the quiet sense that I was no longer carrying everything by myself. Now, if you are in a season where the weight has become overwhelming, the first step toward healing may not be dramatic. It may simply be permission. Permission to breathe. Permission to rest. Permission to remember that God is still at work even when you slow down. Sometimes restoration does not begin with a big breakthrough. Sometimes it begins with the smallest change. Letting God carry what was never yours to hold alone. If this story resonates with you and you haven't seen the beginning yet, start with episode 1 of this series. The journey makes much more sense when you see where it started.